Okay. Got it.
Hi everyone, my name is Melissa Devo. I'm the author and publisher of Letters of Love, and we've got our new Letters of Love book coming out, in Inspiration, Gratitude and Hope. And today I've got Jovaniah Nastili with me, and she's one of the authors in this book as well. So welcome, Jovaniah. Thank you for joining me.
Thank you for having me. Hi everyone.
Do you want to introduce yourself? Just give us a bit of a background about you and what you do.
Sure. Well, I'm Jovaniah. I am an interior designer in Mauritius, and I've just been really interested in writing. It's always been a passion of mine, and when I saw this opportunity, I was like, why not? And just get over the fear of, doing it. So I just wanted to take a leap of faith, I think. So here I am.
So why did you decide to join Letters of Love? So
like I said, I've always been interested in writing, and it's always been a passion of mine. Yeah. And I do write on my own, but it's more of a hobby per se. But I really wanted to make it, to reach people across, and to make it, to pass on a message, because I feel like, everybody has something to say, something important to show to the world, and whoever is reading, whether it's no one or one person, if it affects one person, then it's worth doing it.
Yeah, that's right.
So I wanted to really put myself out there, and just, get over the fear and do it, just to prove myself that I can do it, but also to kind of, it's a healing therapy as well for me to write. So I think that joining that opportunity was a way for me to heal and get over the fear of being judged, and just, kind of put myself out there. Yeah, so I think that's why I kind of like it. And also, you want to be able to be part of that kind of community and be part of something bigger.
Yeah.
And that was really appealing to me. So I think that's why, yeah.
Oh, that's good to hear. And so what is your letter about, and who is it to?
Well, I wrote the letter to my younger self. I've been wanting to do that for a really long time, because I think it's a good way to kind of reflect back on who you were and just be a bit more compassionate to yourself.
Mm-hmm.
So the letter was addressed to 14 years old me, and I did it because I think at that time in my life I was going through a really rough patch, and you're a teenager, you're in your own head, and whenever some things happen, and you feel very isolated and depressed, and it was just a very bad phase of my life.
Mm-hmm.
And I just wanted to reach out to myself at that age to let myself know, you're going to get through it, you're going to get stronger, it's not the end of the world, it's not always that hard, it's going to get, just, keep holding on.
Yeah.
So I think it's important to do that, because we all tend to think that we're going through phases of our lives alone, but we're not really alone. We just feel alone in our heads. Mm-hmm. So it's good to just, reach out and kind of be compassionate and forgiving to our older selves, because sometimes now when you're an adult, you tend to judge your younger self more harshly.
Yeah.
But when you're at that age, when you're younger, when you're a teen, you're not that mature, you're not like emotionally mature to deal with everything. So you're doing the best that you can at that time. So I think it's good to, acknowledge that and recognize that and be like, yeah, I know you did your best and you're going to get through it.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that's what I wanted to do.
Yeah.
And kind of, continue that journey of healing.
Okay.
Yeah.
I read your story, and I wasn't expecting what I was reading,
Yeah.
Really, it's very personal. Like I mean,
Yeah.
I think it would have been really hard to write.
Yes, definitely. Well, that's what I wanted to be very vulnerable while writing it. I wanted it to feel very personal and raw,
Yeah.
because I think that's important when you're reading somebody else's story, to feel that, you know, you can feel what that person felt while writing the letter.
Yeah.
And I wanted it to be quite a intense piece of reading.
Yes.
Because usually that's how I write. You know, I've always written it in a way that I'm talking to myself, or, you know, my writing has always been very personal, which is one of the reasons I was always scared to put it, you know, public.
Right, yeah.
So this felt like I said, it was a very vulnerable piece to write, and I felt like, you know, you either go all or nothing. So I just went all. I just gave it my all.
And so how, now that you're saying that, how do you feel, like once it's printed, once it's in the world, how do you think you'll feel?
I think I'll be very scared.
Yeah?
Yeah, I'll be very scared, and, you know, you'll just have like this huge fear in your throat, and, you know, nervous and all. But I think it's the good kind of fear to feel. It's going to be very liberating when it's out there and printed, and I know people are reading it. It's just going to be one of those feelings that you don't get to experience all the time. So I'm looking forward to that, even though I'm really, really scared.
Oh. Yeah, well, you know, it's a exciting time, and like you said, it can be really scary, but you'll be fine, and we all will be fine.
Yeah, I think being part of the community, like, you know, being with all the authors and knowing all of you has really helped as well.
Yeah.
So it feels like, you know, you're not alone doing it, and you're not on your own. So you have this whole kind of support behind you going on.
Yeah.
So that's really good as well. It helps a lot.
It does. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
So how, what do you want people to feel or learn when they read your letter?
Oh, that's a good question. Well, I think I would want them to know that, you know, whatever they're going through, they're not alone, and you're always going to be stronger. You're always going to be a survivor despite everything that you go through. So it's just a matter of, you know, going, you know, step by step. You just have to move forward. And it's fine. It's fine not to feel okay. It's fine to feel like it's the end of the world. All of this is fine. But in the end, you know, you're going to be a survivor anyway. So I think I would want them to know that despite everything they've been through, they're going to make it in the end. It's okay. It's okay to just be, you know.
Yeah. Oh, that's good words.
Yeah. Yeah, I really hope people relate to that from what I've written, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think what you've said relates to many different circumstances, like even through the experiences that I've been through, because my letter is to somebody else or to other people that have the same type of message. So
exactly.
So I think it resonates, will resonate with a lot of people.
I think, like I said, people tend to feel like they're very isolated and alone. They don't have any support around them. And people, you know, are not there for them. But it's not really true. It's just because whenever you're going through something, you tend to look more inwards instead of what's going on outside. You don't see the bigger picture. You tend to focus on, you know, all the negative. So I really hope, like, people, when they read all the letters, basically, they're going to feel that, you know, it's okay, and they're going to get through everything. It's not that bad. It's not that bad.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
That's true. Okay, so is there anything else that you'd like to talk about?
Well, I don't know. I hope people are gonna really appreciate the book, all that we've written in the book from all the different authors. I think we have some great people writing in it, and I really hope they enjoy it and they find, peace and love and gratitude in the book while reading it.
Mm-hmm.
So I really hope for that.
Yes.
Yeah.
And definitely find it.
Yeah, and I really hope like maybe it will inspire people to do the same,
Mm-hmm.
for if ever they want to write a letter to somebody else or their younger self or their future self or anything.
Yeah.
I really hope they do it, because it really is an amazing experience.
It is.
To do it.
It is.
Yeah.
So, okay, so if anybody wants to contact you, is there a way to contact you, or?
Yeah, well, they can join me on Instagram on my name, Jovaniah Nastili, and yeah, basically that's where I'm a bit more communicative, I'd say. Yeah, and there's also my email address if ever somebody wants to contact me via email.
Okay.
Well.
Yeah, and we'll put all your details in the video as well.
Okay, great.
Okay.
Thank you. Yeah.
All right. Well, that's it for us. Thank you so much for joining us, Jovaniah. It's been a pleasure. And everybody that's watching, October the 10th is the day that Letters of Love, Inspiration, Gratitude and Hope is going to be released, and we're all excited. So please join us. And yeah, thank you again, Jovaniah. We'll see you very soon.
Yes, sure, definitely. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Melissa, for having me.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.